I had an Instagram following of like 200 people. I really didn't use it. I was like, that was brand new to that stuff. I didn't really quite understand it. And it just comes from trial and error. You got to try it. And if it doesn't work, you try again. And then if you don't enjoy it, you're doing it for the wrong reasons as well.
Welcome to Tread Talk, the official podcast of Fury Tires, where rubber meets the road and off-road. Coming up, host Jason Hempey sits down with entrepreneur and team owner Alan Fleming. Here's your host, Jason Hempey.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to this episode of Tread Talk. I'm here with Alan Fleming of Skynet.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Is it a Terminator reference?
So it's funny you should say that because it did come from that.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I was like, if it's not, then, that's cool, though. It's like one of my favorite movies. So
It's a long story, but long story short, I had a decal vinyl guy ask me what the name of the truck was before we even started really getting deep into the build.
Okay.
And then we just kind of ran with it. I was just
Skynet.
I was like, yeah, it's like, well, you know what? Something in the movie. I was like, Skynet. Perfect.
Yeah.
And just been running with it ever since.
It's perfect, man. That's kind of how it goes sometimes. Just kind of is. Now it's out there that it is a Terminator reference, so I expect some kind of like Terminator something on the truck itself.
So, and it's sort of kind of, before we got deep into the build, there was the skulls and stuff like that, but then we started getting more focused onto like details and creativity and different colors, different designs, things like that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. So what is Skynet?
So Skynet actually started as a club, local, just as you would start to grow in your area, and then it turned into more of a nationwide audience and members.
Okay.
We don't have
a club of just basically like shows, doing like truck shows,
trucks, Jeeps, SUVs.
Okay.
That obviously we'd like to have modifications, have some kind of plan of modifications. We want enthusiasts.
Right.
We don't just want a truck that just put Skynet on.
Yeah.
We want you to be enthused and motivated to be building your vehicle.
Right.
And like I said, that's we started as a club. Down the road, the build itself, we got promoting and really just going with the truck Skynet and just supporting it.
Right.
And then it turned into the team. Then it was focused on the team, and then I went from SEMA to focusing more on the team and helping everyone else get to the next level. That's what I used SEMA as for. I didn't turn around and just sell the truck. I turned around and said, how can I help the next person be successful?
Right. Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
So essentially it's now, I guess, like you said, it's a nationwide team.
Yes, sir. Nationwide, international. We got people in Germany, United Kingdom.
Really?
Yep. We've had people
wild.
in Japan and Italy. But yeah, as the years go on, it's hard to have communications for people that far and to be able to, keep that type of like communication open for so long. But no, like I said, we still do have people in United Kingdom, Germany. Actually, it's funny. One of them just tagged me in it earlier today, so they're still out there.
So do you provide what are some like advantages, just essentially information, kind of knowing where to start, or like if you want to build?
So basically, there's no monthly fees, no annual fees. Personally, I didn't believe in that. I wanted to focus more on helping that person grow.
Right.
And then I saw it as, your way to join, grab Skynet merchandise, represent us.
Sure.
We'll work with you. We'll help you get to that next level.
Okay, amazing.
That's basically.
So that way they have like a huge knowledge base with everyone that's kind of part of it. If they,
And we were focused on blue collar builds. Me personally, I came from construction. I did construction for 10 years, and then turned Skynet into a full time thing.
Amazing. That's great.
And the reason for that was
that like a dream, or is that just something that sort of happened?
It just happened. It was never the plan. It just kind of grew into that. It was just going to be so much that I was like, okay, like the time of my life and the point of my life, I was like, do I take this to a whole nother level and focus on this as like a main thing? And that's why I set myself a goal that 1 month, and we doubled that goal. So I was like, go for it. And it's been a blessing the last 3 years to be able to go nationwide and see people behind Instagram and social medias and see their builds in person, go to the shows, talk to show owners, meet companies, other groups, clubs, other build managers. We all, at the end of the day, we're all there to have a good time.
That's right. And support and, help each other for sure. So I guess the best way to support Skynet is obviously merch and be part of the team.
Go be part of the team. Yep. Website. So what they do is they get the item they want. There's no like just grab a t-shirt, flag, hat, hoodie, some type of item like that, and you already get the decal, miscellaneous extra stuff, lanyards, things of that nature, and shoot us a message on social media telling us that, hey, just grabbed my gear, here's my order number, and we get you all set up from there. The companies we work with, the discounts, and the sponsorship opportunities that we offer.
That's amazing.
So it's more than just representing. We want to help you get to a next level, and that's our way of being able to grow as well.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. No, well, yeah, I mean, this doesn't happen by luck, you know. Right. There's obviously like a financial side of it, but
unfortunately, yes. but there's no, you don't have to keep buying stuff. Like once you have something, you're in.
Yeah, well, but I mean, I saw the designs. I like them. I know I already looked at it, and there's a few that I want to get myself.
I appreciate that.
I don't even have a truck right now, so it's fine. I just like it. So
I appreciate
support
that.
Support the cause, because I think, like, you know, myself coming from the aftermarket world, and you know, just people that want to support what that is, I think it's important to support them. You know, so for me, that's important too.
Absolutely, and like I said, the merchandise is just that side of it. I mean, we travel all over the nation to not only go to these shows and to build, you know, network and connections with these other companies, but to help those companies grow as well. The company sees Skynet as a major help with them as far as promoting their product on the vehicles, truck, Jeep, SUV. That's our main focus. There's tons of companies I can name. We could be all day talking about it. Obviously, Fury Tires, that was one of my main companies when I first started. The people inside Fury Tires, the company, have just been amazing, and I just wanted to keep
the great people.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So, do you have a build here?
So, like I said, we started as a club and we turned into more. So we're a club, a brand, an organization, a distributor. We actually distribute Gen Y Hitches flags for them. We actually help them make their flags. And there's a couple other companies I'd like to, not name, but so we do a lot of things with other groups, companies, like as far as like distributing and helping them with their behind the scenes stuff. Build management came into play. Obviously, after we did Skynet, I managed my own build in 2019. 2020, we all know, was COVID. 2021, we helped a female build in Tennessee. She was already with a build manager, but we 100% took care of her rat for her. And that was us dipping our feet in the water, giving it a feel, see if that was something we wanted to do. I don't like to bite off more than I can chew. Like I said, we could spend all day talking about Skynet. I like to take things as they come. We started the Instagram page in like January. We didn't launch the website till the middle of the summer. So we like to take things little by little and make sure that
year?
Yep.
That's of this year? Of 20?
No. I'm saying the Instagram page when we first started.
Oh, when you first started.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. So Skynet team was established in 2019.
The
Instagram page didn't start until February 2020, and then we didn't launch the website until that summer.
Okay. So there was a good amount of time between there, but you just wanted to do things right. So, it's better that way,
exactly. And then you're like, well, how can you do the merchandise if you didn't have a website? Because we had direct contact through social media.
That's right.
And we love to have direct contact with our builds and our members. So,
well, I mean, you're going to get the most loyal and long-term team together that way, right?
And if you speak to a lot of people, that's what we like to do. We like to work directly with our people.
That's nice. Well, the nice thing is I've seen a lot of people trying to do what you're doing, and from what I've seen, not to name names, they do it. There's no real benefit. They sell merch and they try to make you think you're part of something, but you're not necessarily actually part of something. In this case, it sounds very, very different. This is like what you really want it to be, or really hope that. So that it's really nice to hear that, actually.
Absolutely. And just to continue off of that, and then last year was the actual full Skynet team management build. He was 21 years old. Active military, had a $50,000 budget, kept them at 46.7, and that was our first Skynet team SEMA build management. And then this year we have 2 that are in Liberty Forged, and then next year we have almost 6 lined up. So that's just part of the growing, the networking, and everything that we do as far as putting in the work and the effort into Skynet.
So describe to me exactly what you're doing as far as build management goes. Like when someone comes with a budget. You're not doing the actual work, you're just sort of...
Oh, no, I do. So I don't do the building like physical building. That's what we have shops for.
Right.
I do a lot of the communication with the companies, and I'll actually put that person directly with that company to let them know this is your deal that you're getting offered for SEMA. I don't take any part of amount off SEMA. I directly with what that company is offering that build, because that build's going to take from experience,
because they don't have contacts, so you're basically using your contacts to help them out.
Right. And from experience, that build's going to grow. After SEMA, that build's going to understand and know that they can too grow into another level.
Oh, for sure.
So that's why I don't like taking any part of percentage off of what that company is offering them for SEMA.
Yeah, so you're just helping them. You're just really helping them with the contacts that you've built and everything, and all the relationships that you've built. I mean, that's an amazing thing to do. So that's awesome.
I appreciate it.
It's very heartwarming, actually.
Listen, man, it's just I just saw it as I'm not that type of person where I'm all for myself or we're better than anyone else. I like working with other people. I like people that like working with us. Like I'm very open. I mean, if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. Like I don't like life's short. Enjoy it. Do what you like to do.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we all got things outside of life that are going on, and this is supposed to be truck building is supposed to be something that you enjoy or something to get away from.
It's something for all of us to enjoy, right? Like it's know, it's not just for one. When you walk around and you see all the trucks that are built, it's something for everyone, really.
And I had I would say a relationship that didn't work out. It was supposed to turn into marriage, and ended up focusing on the build as a way of falling on to something to focus on. So, and I understand it happens, so that's why I kind of took it to another level, because I'm like, hey, like, things are happening outside the world. This is something you should be able to set back, put yourself focused on it and just enjoy it, know, outside of what's going on in your life.
Well, that's really what any type of, I don't even want to say it's a hobby. I guess it's a very expensive hobby, but
of course,
the life that's around that, it should be a way for you to get away from some of that truly is what it's, that feeling of the finished product or even the build when you see the steps and it coming together. That's really I think that's it should be how you're describing it.
And we have people ranging from 16 to 65. There's no age. It's more just how you want to go about your build.
That's actually good advice for people that are trying to do this in a way that's much less enjoyable. They're trying to do it more aggressively on a business side or trying to do it, and it's not going to come off that way. It won't be as organic. It won't feel the same way as actually doing it for you.
And that's what is another thing about Skynet. We're driveway built to SEMA built. Right. So we're here to help you no matter your budget.
Which most guys are driveway builds for the most part.
One of our SEMA builds was built in the driveway. So
why not? I mean, if you're handy enough,
and it came out beautiful. It's super clean. I mean, it's like I said, it's a booth vehicle. It was with one of the companies at SEMA here. So it's we got to make sure at the end of the day that it is presentable, and it came out incredible. So props.
Hey, just because it's a driveway doesn't mean the person's not talented, or or the parts aren't SEMA level or whatever the case may be. But yeah, for sure. So what's where do you see things going? Like, what are some of the goals you have for Skynet? Let's say a year from now, 2 years.
So like I said, my trucks is what kind of got it flowing or going,
right? Which is
the Skynet truck, which I actually sold it back in February,
right,
to one of our female members in Maryland, and she's been enjoying it and loving it. In the meantime, I miss it, but I'm ready for a new build. There's only so many times we could change it. We changed it 3 times, 3 different wraps. So many different styles.
Something new.
Yep. It was just time. So it's funny we're speaking about this, because actually after SEMA, I'm actually gonna go look at a vehicle, and I think it might be time to.
You got the bug again. You got bit.
Yeah. It happens. I mean,
it's hard to walk around here and not get a little antsy when you don't.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. But we're gonna come back, and it'll be the same thing. That was a 1500.
Right.
This time it's going to be a 2500. It's going to be a longer bed, a bigger crew cab. So there's going to be some
bigger
changes.
And bigger. Yeah. That's how it goes. Yep. It's always the next one. I'm going to go a little bigger. So what do you think? what type of setup do you think you're going to do? What kind of
so I
big lift or
it'll be a decent sized lift. I mean, it depends on who you're comparing it to, right? And I know you go to SEMA, it's like, oh, this is a 30-inch lift compared to a 6-inch lift, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much you know
what's
about
your preference
truck,
though?
but
What's your, like, when it comes to a build, like not everyone likes that size, like it's always different styles,
so
right?
Me personally, I know a lot of people will probably back me up on this too. I like to be able to drive that vehicle into town and then be able to use it.
Practical.
If you're paying with whether you bought it or you're paying a monthly payment, I want to be able to use that vehicle.
Right.
And like I said, I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah.
Jersey, South Jersey, I don't believe we have any type of height regulation. They never bothered me with the Skynet truck, because although I did have a wide stance,
Right.
They state troopers, township cops never bothered me, but we also did do a lot of stuff with them as far as like drive-bys and supporting, and so I don't know if that plays a part.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
I was thinking 10 to 12 this time. The Skynet truck was 8.
Okay.
So we'll go up a little bit higher, not
bigger,
too much,
bigger
but
truck,
a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's going. Everything sounds like it's going. That's how it goes, though.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is. I mean, it's just like, the whole bells and whistles. We can go over it from top to bottom. I had the Marine sub speakers in the back, so we'll have those again. That was one of my favorite things on the truck. I loved having those pods in the back there.
Yeah. So what about as far as merch goes? Anything like cool in the works? Anything different? Anything for the next?
So we offer a lot of stuff, and like I said, you were on the website. I mean, there's really nothing that we don't offer as far as like jackets, hoodies. Hats,
no, but any new designs, like anything seasonal, anything coming up?
So we
cool?
just came out with a couple new designs. I say it was a couple. I think it was like several. There was we have our American series, which is it's always been our number one. All we did was just change the new logo, put the new logo with the standard logo that we had. It's hard to go away from what is a fan favorite, because it's like you don't want to mess up a good thing.
Well, it's also your brand, and they want to have the brand, which I understand. Yeah,
so
sure.
we have that American flag, like kind of like distressed look.
Yeah.
And that's been our number one since the get-go.
Yeah, that's the one that I like. That's the one I want to get. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, like I said, we've come out with a couple designs. We got one that's called Samnet, which is basically Uncle Sam with a half Terminator, it's half face.
Yeah.
Then we got a Miami Vice style. It's just like a pink star, like front and back with the palm trees in it. You can see it's pretty cool. Yeah. We actually had a car in it, but we took that out.
Do you do the designs, or do you have someone that does it?
So I had come up with most of the ideas, and then I have my buddy. He also the one that built the truck.
Right.
He also comes up with designs as well. Uprise Off-Road.
Perfect.
Shout out to my man Freddie.
There you go.
Yeah, he's been working with me ever since. Like I said, he was definitely gave me a little bit of, I guess, more creativity, because I was like picking it up from him.
Right.
Yeah, he was cool enough to let me help them with the 2018 build they did for SEMA.
Okay.
And that was kind of me just getting a feel for it. And then shout out to Determined One. He was also the one that kind of like helped me out with understanding everything as far as like companies and how to speak with them and
how it works.
Yep. I mean, listen, I had an Instagram following of like 200 people. I really didn't use it. I was like, that was brand new to that stuff. I didn't really quite understand it. And it just comes from trial and error. You got to try it. And if it doesn't work, you try again. And then if you don't enjoy it, you're doing it for the wrong reasons as well.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing a 12-inch lifted 2500 next.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks for being on, man. It's great seeing you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of Tread Talk, and thank you, Alan.
Yeah, thank you,
and
sir.
Skynet. And it was a Terminator reference. I was right. Knew it.